Imagine you're at a store and buying a Wii in 2006. You look around for some games and see a few titles on the shelf. You decide to pick up a few, and with your new console in hand, you're off. But one game pops into the corner of your eye before leaving. The game even offers a free Wii remote at a discounted price. I mean, with that offer, who couldn't resist the deal? There were a lot of games to buy for the Wii, even when it launched. Not all of them were good, but most at least had some charm to them. You had a few games like Wii Sports, which was a pack-in title, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, and even the aforementioned Wii Play. Surprisingly, despite a lot of mixed reception, Wii Play sold fairly well. I mean, they sold this game with a Wii Remote bundled with it almost discounted for $10 than an actual Wii Remote at the time. Wii Play was another sort of tech demo for the Wii, which was fair due to the motion control based tech being all brand new at the time. This game contained 9 whole minigames, which when compared to Wii Sports is a bit larger with the total minigames included, but Wii Sports had actual sports, whereas Wii Play had minigames. Things like laser hockey, pool, and even controlling a small tank. The featured games make use of several aspects of the Wii Remote, such as its detection of rotation and depth movement through motion sensing and its infrared pointer. This is a bunch of mumbo jumbo for it's a motion controlled game. I remember picking up the game as a kid and loving it to death, so being able to find it pretty cheaply as of recording this video was nice, since I ended up selling it way back then. But why not play the game where the word play is in the title? Get it? Because we play? No? Oh, I'll try next time.
Time to pay homage to the Zapper gun and some of the games it was used for. The first level has you shooting balloons of a few different colors, and to be honest, I have no idea what game Nintendo's referencing in that level. The second level's got targets that appear right out of thin air. I believe they're referencing Shooting Range. No, not this game, the NES game. Level 3 has clay pigeons from the laser clay shooting system, while level 4's got cans for you to shoot to keep in the air, referencing none other than Hogan's Alley. The final level has UFOs coming down to make meals out of a few of your Miis. You know what to do? Shoot them down. During the whole game, once you hear a dog barking, be on the lookout because there will be a duck or two from Duck Hunt flying across the screen. If you're good enough, 2 of them will fly past each other and you can literally kill 2 ducks with 1 round.
Have you ever wanted to play a Wii version of Where's Waldo? Because if so, this is the game for you. However, Find Me does a lot to make this type of game work through various objectives. One round, you could be finding your Mii in a group of various others. The next, you could be chasing down the fastest Mii or seeing which Miis turn their head in a different direction. I honestly didn't expect much out of this game, but the various objectives, the fact that most of them are randomized as far as I've seen, and the areas you look for Miis in it, really add to the actual experience. Some Miis are walking around in a city crosswalk, some are swimming around a lake, and others are just watching a sports event in the bleachers. Each objective coincides with these locations well enough, and it only adds to the surprising fun I had here. I thought I would dislike visiting this game, but I in fact was enjoying my time trying to find each Mii. I might have not gotten high scores, but I can easily see myself playing this once in a while, just because.
Ping pong. Oh, wait, sorry, wrong name. Table tennis. Table tennis and Wii Play is something else, yet very self-explanatory. In single player mode, you're tasked with rallying the ball with the CPU up to 100 times. Miis will appear on the sidelines, 1 Mii every 10 hits into the rally. Don't think this'll be easy though. The ball goes faster the farther along you're on in the rally. In multiplayer mode, it's a game against each other. First to 11 points wins. It could go one of 3 ways. Player 1 destroying player 2 destroying player 1, or both players 1 and 2 going toe to toe with each other in a very intense game of table tennis. Yes, this game does have very close matches. Take it from a guy who actually plays in real life. Nonetheless, I really enjoyed this game, sometimes even more so than Wii Sports Resort.
Pose Me. Pose Me is... it's something. Now I know it's weird to already enjoy Find Me as is, but I just could not enjoy this game. I tried time and time again, but to put it bluntly, if it's not fun, why bother? It's kinda enjoyable for a bit, but the replay value and the minigame joy wear off very quick, and just makes you want to try something else instantly. They add photos in the back of each level too, which were only mildly entertaining, and it was only entertaining if I saw a duck or a bird on screen. That is no joke. Overall, it's just not fun no matter how you spin it.
Air hockey, but with a neon aesthetic. I've seen that gimmick multiple times since I was a kid, I'll admit, but I always liked the design. With motion controls for the paddle, I will say it can lead to some unfortunate own goals if you're not careful enough. Once you get the hang of the motion controls, it can be pretty interesting in single player mode and downright fun in multiplayer mode with someone else. The puck starts moving pretty slow in speed, but over the course of the match, usually in seconds, the puck starts going faster and faster to the point where you might struggle with keeping up with it, or, the gods forbid, hitting it into your own goal and not realizing it until you see your opponent's score go up by 1. In single player mode, you basically have to score more points than the same PU within a time limit. In multiplayer mode, however, it's either the first to score a certain amount of points, or it's to score the most amount of points within a time limit, just like single player mode. I'd have to look again.
Billiards has to be the best game on Wii Play, bar none. The core game is just pool, but the atmosphere and music also help sell it very well. I have yet to bring either of these aspects into other games in Wii Play, but here, it's the main reason I actually play, believe it or not. The jazzy late night atmosphere almost keeps you in this calm mood where you can just relax, drink some water, and shoot the balls in pockets. Playing real life pool in general is fun, so the version found in here is just as fun to me, especially when with friends. The music and backdrop do so much even if it's simple, and it just makes me replay the game over and over. I don't know how to describe it, but this game is just super relaxing, and I didn't expect to praise it this much. But here I am. Easily the most replayable and fun game in the package.
Replayable indeed. The atmosphere ain't the only good thing about this game. I enjoy how it plays as well. The camera angles are good. I like how you can go about changing the angle whenever you want. And I like how you can decide where exactly on the cue ball to hit. If you want to put a spin on the ball, then by all means you can go right ahead. Drive it straight into a ball and want it to make it keep going, aim for the top of the ball. Want to send a ball to the pocket but don't want to send the cue ball in with it, aim for the bottom of the ball. You can also add a spin to the cue ball as well, either to the left or to the right. My one personal gripe with this game is the fact that you only play 9-ball pool. Truthfully, I would have liked the choice between 8-ball or 9-ball. Also, that whole having to hit the next number ball in order rule can be a bit of a pain in the ass as well.
Now, to be honest, I love fishing in real life, but I also really hate it at the same time. Plus, it's been a few years since I even fished, so this is the next best thing. Video games having it is a nice alternative though. Whether it's Animal Crossing or Stardew, I do enjoy fishing in games. However, add motion controls to the mix, and you have me intrigued. When I first played this, I was immediately interested based on how the game looked overall. The art reminded me of Yoshi's Island or Okami. It almost had a watercolor look, and I really found that charming. The main goal is to get a high score in the allotted time, but the game has you fish by tilting the Wiimote up, down, left, and right. You try to get the fish to bite on the line and reel them in. It wasn't fun at first, but I quickly began to enjoy my first time playing more and more. I love searching for the right fish to get a higher score, and even finding some of the secret and rare fish as well. Only things that made me not like it as much were the motion controls that were a little off using my setup, and the annoying small fry fish that can just ruin your score if they get onto your line. Other than that, it's a solid, fun time.
Time to commit genocide against scarecrows now? Sweet! This game has you aboard a stuffed cow and the goal is to mow down as many scarecrows as you possibly can. Along the way, you get the chance to run down the Scarecrow Kings too for about 10 points a pop. Be careful though, as there is 2 different catches to this. One of them is the fact that you're timed. You have to make it to the finish line within a certain time limit. The other catch is that there is hurdles on the course. The scarecrows you have to mow down can be lined up in rows of 5, and more than a few of those rows are lined up right in front of a hurdle, and if you're not careful, you're gonna smack right into them and lose precious time. The motion controls of this game give you the ability to control the speed of the cow you ride upon. Swing up to come to a complete standstill, and once you tilt it down, it is full speed ahead.
As a kid, this was the minigame I gravitated towards the most due to one big, obvious reason: the tanks. This game, you control a tank and you shoot other small tanks as well. That's the core main part of the game, and with more added level layouts and different projectiles being fired at you, it makes it even more replayable. I never got very far in this one, even when playing recently, but I still have a blast firing away at tanks regardless. Motion controls here involve aiming your tank's cannon to fire and moving as well, and it works really great. There are over 100 levels here too, so by far this minigame has to be the most expansive in its replay value. I mean, 100 levels is a lot for this game. Also, I was told to make a Newgrounds joke from Sporadic, so...
This game perfectly describes what I'd do if I won the lottery. I'd still be an asshole, don't get me wrong, but I'd be an asshole for my very own personal tank. In this game, you man a tank and try to blow everyone else to hell, no matter what power-ups some of them may have. I'll admit, I haven't gotten far in this game, only reaching mission 8 at the time of typing the script, but there are tanks that are more powered up than others. Blue tanks, for instance, have faster missiles, and yellow tanks are able to drop landmines.
Wii Play is a surprising fun time despite what some reviews might lead you to believe. Not all the minigames stand and hold their own, but truth be told, I love booting this game up quite often, and I catch myself mindlessly playing Billiards over and over again, and even some of the other games too. Wii Play isn't as great as Wii Sports or Resort, but it stands out enough and adds fun elements to make motion-controlled minigames fun. From pool tables to table tennis to cracking up Newgrounds Take-Man jokes, it was all super great to revisit after a long few years. With that all said, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, but most importantly, stay hydrated. I'll see you in the next one.